Hey everybody, good morning. If you have been to Disneyland in the last 10 years or so, you have definitely heard our next guest today, Mitchell Cooper. He is currently the lead trumpet player for the Disneyland band, as well as lead trumpet for Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Getting to dive into his career and ask him about how he got those positions and learn all about what he's up to and what he has planned next. And before we hear from him, just a couple of other announcements. The Modern Trumpeter book will be available soon in 2026, so be on the lookout for that. If you want to get more information and updates regarding that, of course, you can tune in every other week on this podcast. You can also follow us on social media, YouTube, Instagram, and our website is moderntrumpeter.com. You can also join our Patreon, and shout out to Bowen Barker, who is the first member of the Patreon we got going this week. So all of those places you can learn more about what we got going on, our plans and goals for the future, and when the book will be released. So here is a little bit more about Mitchell Cooper. Mitchell Cooper is a Southern California native who started playing music in 4th grade, learning trumpet through the Antelope Valley Public School System. He received a bachelor's in trumpet performance from California State University Northridge, studying under John Lewis. He's had the pleasure of playing with the John Diversa Progressive Big Band, Ron King Big Band, Gordon Goodwin's Big Fat Band, Orchestra, Meze, and many more. Days after graduating from CSUN, Mitch got the full-time lead trumpet spot in the Disneyland band, and soon after that, he was given the opportunity to be the touring lead trumpet for Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. He currently holds both Big Bad Voodoo Daddy and Disneyland band positions and is currently working on his own projects. So here is my interview with Mitchell Cooper. Hey everybody, welcome here to the Modern Trumpeter. Today we're talking with Mitch Cooper, trumpet extraordinaire. Playing with Big Bad Voodoo Daddy and the Disneyland band. And so, yeah, welcome. Thanks, Mitch.
Hey, thank you, Jaden.
Tell us a little bit about where you're from, how you first got into trumpet, and what's the point maybe where you're like, yeah, I want to do trumpet as a career.
I grew up in Fort Hill, California. It's a suburb of like Lancaster, Palmdale area. When I was in 4th grade, we had one of those band assemblies where they were trying to get more people to join band and play an instrument. And my dad has a background of playing saxophone. So I was like, oh yeah, that might be fun. I could play some saxophone or maybe play some drums because I wanted to hit stuff. I went into that like try every instrument type of thing. And the teacher, she saw my embouchure and she was like, I think you should play trumpet. I think you'd be pretty good at trumpet if you're down for that. And I'm like, okay, I just want to play band. So I go home and my parents are like, what? Okay. So they rented me a student Bach and just started playing that and loving it. It came naturally and just kind of kept going with that. In junior high, I got into the big band stuff. So then I was really interested in that. And then in high school, the marching band stuff was super fun. Did the drum major thing. And tried to do like the all state and all southern. I did all southern one year and all state, both in the wind ensemble stuff. So then I went to college because I was like really into just all around trumpet. I just went in as, I guess, wind performance at CSUN. When I got there, I was studying with John Lewis and it was phenomenal. He taught me so much, just all around trumpet. I had to do all the classical stuff, but I was really into the big band stuff. So of course I did that too. Got into the A band my freshman year and just kept on going from there. And then, just playing all that I could while in school. So I did a lot of wedding band stuff, a lot of union big bands. It's part of this band called Late Night Jazz Orchestra. We did all different stuff with other college people. That's actually where I met Elliot Deutsch. And then I started subbing in some of the big bands like John Diversa, and I went to like Indonesia with the Ron King Big Band a couple years. And I was really getting into like, oh, okay, this is going to be my career. I put all my cards into doing this, and I was like, what's going to be something that, because I love doing a whole bunch of different stuff, but when it comes to living in America, we have to have a pretty steady paycheck. So I was like, what can I try and do to have that kind of security, but still do other stuff? And I was like, well, all right, well, Disney it seems kind of fun. I've been going there my whole life. I was a Disney kid. I'm now a Disney adult.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, what can I get into that will not interfere with school while I'm still doing that? And I saw that every winter they did the toy soldiers in the Christmas parade. So I was like, I'll just audition for that and see if I could get, some money coming in, maybe put my name into an area of California never really spent time in professionally. So then I auditioned for that, got a couple of days a week to do that. Loved it, got to start meeting some people in the Disney area. And then at when it came to the end of my college years, saw the college band was a thing, so I auditioned for that, got that, did that in 2014, and that's where I met a whole bunch of people in the music department there, and the choreography and everything, all that stuff. So when the new Disneyland band auditions came up, right after my summer there, I had to audition and got that. And now we're almost at 10 years doing that. It was super fun. It changes every year, like in terms of just how everything operates and how everything goes, if it's going to go smooth or not. Okay, so then about 2 years into the Disneyland band, one of my friends, colleagues in the Disneyland band, actually gave my number to Glenn Marhevka, who's the other trumpet player in Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, because their lead trumpet player dropped out that year. So they were kind of calling people, seeing if they could find someone. And so I went out on a week or two long tour with them, played some fun shows. And it's funny, at Walt Disney World, when we were over there playing in Florida, that's where Scotty, our main guy, he asked me if I wanted to be the guy. So so I got that, and I've been juggling full time at Disney and Voodoo Daddy for the past 7.5 years now. That's been a real like tug and pull on both ends. Like Disney wants me to get my hours. I want to keep my hours so I can keep my benefits for my family, and keep that going. But Voodoo Daddy, they're really cool. They're cool with me subbing out when I need to try and keep my hours. So it's a fun juggle, and it really helps me keep my sanity, because playing Disney music every day of my life kind of gets, with anything, gets kind of iffy sometimes, and you need a little break from that. So I went over, when I go to Voodoo Daddy, it gives me a little release from that. So when I come back, it's just so much.
I was going to ask about that, like playing the same thing over and over.
There's some
how that goes.
there's more pros than cons when it comes to that, because with the pros, like, we memorize the stuff, we know exactly what we need to play. Consistency is something that I really like to perfect. I'm a perfectionist, so then like trying to play the same thing every day and try to fix what I didn't do the day before and stuff like that. So it's nice to have comfort in knowing what you're going to play, how it's supposed to be played. The band might be different every single day, and that's a whole different thing. Like, it's nice to go in knowing that it's going to be consistent.
For the most part, yeah. So what's your typical day? Maybe if we focus on Disney first, what's your typical work day at Disney like?
I'm living in Huntington Beach right now, so I drive over to Disney. It takes about a half hour. Go in, get my costume on, do a quick warm up. I don't like over warming up, so I do like maybe a 5-10 minute thing, and then we do 7 shows a day, 6 of which are all Disney, and 1 is a flag retreat. Lunch in between the day, and then go home right after flag retreat. I'm home by like 5:30. It's great. Yeah. I mean, like we're in rehearsals right now for the Christmas stuff, so we're doing that now. We started last week, so we're playing Christmas stuff before Halloween. But it's cool. We're like some new people are learning the choreography, and the rest of us are just refreshing it. So, and I like these holidays because it also, again, breaks up the monotony of playing the same thing every day. You get
Yep.
to play some new stuff for a bit, and then you go back, and it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so how does that work with rehearsals? Because the band plays every day, and I know that there's
Yeah.
an A band, B band kind of thing.
Well, yeah. In the very beginning of this new Disneyland band, they hired 3 bands. So we have the 5-day, the 2-day, and the subs. Now years have gone by where we've hired more than another band worth of people. I think there's like 90 something of us now for an 18-piece band. So when one group is in rehearsal, another group is inside the park, like your subs or your 2-day or whatever. And so, yeah, there's always a band playing in the park. They'll never take down the band. I think they've only taken it down once, and that was like for like near COVID time, like getting stuff all taken care of. So there's always a band going when there's a band rehearsing.
Okay, cool. And so 7 shows. Yeah, that's a lot of shows. And
Yeah, I mean,
one's roughly like 15, 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes, yeah. They used to actually be longer, believe it or not. On opening day, I think our welcome set was 23 minutes. Yeah, that was a lot of music, and we did that set like 3 times a day. So it was like it's gotten to a nice like 15 at the most 20 minutes, and it's gotten a lot better over the years.
Yeah, I'm sure, like with trial and error.
Oh yeah, because we went from Disneyland band being like this like sit down concert band type of thing, or like doing the flag retreat thing, doing marches down the street in a block, to this full on show. Where we all have to have everything memorized. We're not playing off charts. They have to have the choreography correct, and if someone messes up, it's catastrophic. So it's like, so yeah, it takes a lot more rehearsal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool. My dad, I'm sure you hear him all the time when he's there.
Oh yeah.
He's they got season passes. So they go out just like, oh, let's go. And I think
that's awesome.
Like a week ago or something, and they said like their first day that all they did was shop and watch the band.
All right, there we go.
So it's so fun. That's
always fun.
That's fun. I'll let him know that he always.
Oh, yeah, no, I love seeing your dad out there. Like I'm always like, yeah, I have someone to play to. Like I know that he knows what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
So
is there ever
nice to see you guys out there?
Like, are there performances that you do where like nobody really pays attention, or?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Before COVID, there would be some days where like the park is completely dead, especially in like the hot summer months, and we would never have a crowd. Like there would be no crowd, and those were the hardest to get through, because it's like, what am I playing for? Like I mean, it wasn't every set. It was like 2 hottest sets of the day. That gets a little draining. But ever since after COVID, I feel like a lot of people are trying to live life to its fullest more now, and like they want to go to Disney. They want to do, and like every set that we do now, we always have a good crowd. So that's nice. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, like you hear this 18-piece band playing, like it's kind of hard not to at least stop for a song or something. I don't know. It's cool. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah, and so it sounds like it's almost like a 9-to-5 job, but like it's almost like the most 9-to-5 musical job that I've heard of.
No, exactly. No, I mean, I can't think of any other place that has something like this all year round as like a full-time job. It's quite crazy.
It's super crazy. And I think that's why like, so many people audition for the band.
Yeah.
Whenever spots open up or whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I know my subs get lots of work because I'm out with Voodoo Daddy a lot. So
yeah.
It's like, it's great. I love it. Yeah.
That's awesome. You get full benefits.
Yeah, as long as I keep my hours and keep my full-time status, then I have benefits.
Which makes sense. Yeah. And the subs probably don't have that, I would imagine.
No, I mean, like, we actually have we call him our full-time sub, because he gets called in so much, he actually made full-time.
Wow, okay.
And he doesn't even have any gridded days, so it's pretty great.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So jump into Big Bad Voodoo Daddy then. So how often are you out with them, or do you have to rehearse?
with Voodoo Daddy, they've been a band for like 31 years now. In fact, they're a huge inspiration for me playing trumpet and wanting to do trumpet in the first place.
That's
But
cool.
like I remember listening to them like when I first started trumpet, and I'm like, I want to play like those guys. And I want
Yeah.
to play that kind of music. And so like playing with them now, it's kind of just still blows my mind sometimes.
Yeah.
But with them, they play roughly around 90 to 100 shows a year. I play about 90 to 95% of them, I would say. So like I would say around 85 to 90 shows a year with them. But yeah, it's a balancing act with both jobs. With them, luckily because they've been a band for so long, they don't really rehearse a lot.
Yeah.
I think I could count on my right hand how many times I've rehearsed with them in the 7 years I've been with them. And that's usually for the holiday shows because we change up the show for the holidays. And yeah, like we just do sound check, and if there's anything to work on, we do it then.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And every tour is different. Some of them are super easy. We just did Seattle where we play at the Jazz Alley for like 4 nights, 6 shows in 4 nights, but we're settled in one area.
Yeah.
We get to enjoy the city, all that. And then there's shows like where we're traveling to a different city every day. So you don't really get to see the city. Just
Yeah.
roll in after a 4-hour drive, do sound check, eat dinner, do the show, drive to the next hotel. So, I mean, like you get a little of both worlds on that. And it's exciting because I never knew I would be, traveling America, sometimes internationally, and seeing all these different places. Like it really opens my eyes to America.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, Glenn says like you guys are out sometimes, for a week or two, but it's not like months. It's like,
Yeah,
like weeks.
definitely smaller chunks right now. So it's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. I mean, like our holiday tour is going to be like 3 weeks, I think, something like that. So it's nice.
Yeah. And I'm sure
Get away for a little bit.
yeah, get away, break the cycle up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
check
absolutely.
the marks all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you ever like after a day at Disney have like a gig that night
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to play? Oh, okay.
Heck, I've done where I do a whole day at Disney and then do a Voodoo Daddy gig that night if it's close enough. And
Yeah.
and those days are hard on the chops. I try not to do that as much anymore because of how hard that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've definitely like coming up, I'm playing, I think it's like Modesto and then San Luis Obispo, and then I'm playing Disney the next day on Thanksgiving. And like that gets kind of icy too because like all the driving and no sleeping. But yeah, like I love doing extra gigs if I can. Like if I'm able to make it to a wedding or something after Disney, I'll do it. Like
Cool.
I love doing that stuff. Yeah, all the time.
Like that, and when you say wedding, it's like the wedding band kind of stuff. Yeah. Like
Yeah, like yeah, just doing like private parties, weddings, that stuff, club gigs even, like, top 40s.
I understand. I do. We
Oh
got
yeah.
like 20, 30 bands like that in Utah. That's like
Oh yeah.
there's like a lot. So, and there's there's only like 5 or 6 trumpet players that actually really do it. Like,
Oh right.
So it's always
There
like
we
there's
go.
it's
That's a lot
like
of work.
weird things. Yeah, it's like yeah, you can be busy all summer doing.
That's good.
So yeah, it's like we'll take it. That sounds great.
Heck yeah.
So great. I can only imagine having to play a 3-hour pop set after a full day at Disney. Jeez.
I mean, 15 minutes set, 45 minutes off. So it's like
Yeah. Making it.
it's good. It's good rest.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah.
Always when the band leader puts September at the end of the night.
Oh yeah. No, of course. Yeah, it's like no.
Why'd you do that?
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's great. And do you get to play with other bands and other big bands and stuff in LA too?
Whenever I can. Like I've recorded with and played lots of gigs with Elliot Deutsch's band and Jacob Mann big band, and I'm in a band. Actually, the band I've been with the longest, they're called Orchestar Meze. It's a Bulgarian funk band. So that's a lot of fun, fast finger stuff, and yeah, like whenever I can with them, it's awesome. Like I just love playing that stuff. And yeah, if I ever get called in for something, like recently I've done like the Buddy Rich big band and stuff like that, and which is also another one of those like what easy. But yeah, I mean like just if I get called for something and I can do it, I'm open for it.
Love it. That's cool.
Yeah.
How do you ever, I guess, I mean, you're playing so much, do you ever have time to practice, or do you like, is that kind of like you just don't have time, you're just so busy?
I mean, I try to practice on my weekends if I can, if I
Yeah.
have the mental capacity. I like keeping my chops up. So like, of course, playing something every weekend is great. Well, my weekend.
Right, yeah.
I've been really trying to work on my improving
Mm,
because that's one of my lesser worked on
yeah.
stuff in general. So just working on that and just I mean everything I do is just very loud, very high playing.
Yeah.
So whenever I can, I try to play the opposite and just focus on, tone and all the stuff I used to do in college,
Yeah.
play some Voodoo, play some like something lyrical.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. And then like I'm trying to put an album together, so I really want to try and release that next year. And
What
so I'm
what
I'm
type of
I'm
stuff?
pushing for that. It's going to be eclectic, of course, because I don't want to do just a big band album. I don't want to do just like experimental stuff. So I want to do a lot of arrangements and come up with my own stuff.
Yeah, well, you'll have to let me know when that comes out because that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah,
You know.
absolutely.
Have you ever through all this playing and like you said, it's like high, fast, loud kind of stuff. Have you ever dealt with like an injury in your playing in your career?
I mean, couple chips in my teeth. Well, I mean, like when I first started trumpet, my first chip in my tooth, my mom came up and like surprised me, tickled me or whatever, and my head went down on a counter, and that's what this chip is in the front.
Wow.
And then at Disney, for some reason, I put my trumpet above my locker. And so I was digging it down and then it fell and hit my tooth. And that was the other chip on my other tooth. I got
Uh,
that one fixed because that one actually kind of affected how I was playing. And I mean, other than that, I've had a couple moments where, just normal wear and tear, like cuts and stuff. Nothing that took me out of my trumpet game.
yeah.
But what I've noticed at Disney because of the years I played there, doing this outdoor playing and all this stuff, I do notice that I have somewhat of a seasonal playing thing.
Mm,
So like when it's changing from spring into summer and then from fall and no summer into so I guess from the colder weather to the hotter weather there's
yeah.
there's a moment where my chops don't want to work like they normally do. So
Yeah.
I noticed that there's like a couple of weeks where it feels off. It doesn't sound bad but just feels awful, those
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
But it always happens in like this short span of like in May and then like right now in October into November time. So
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
Literally today. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's so interesting. And when people think of LA or California, it's like, oh, it's not that, doesn't get that cold,
No, it's not. It's
but
not extreme.
it's just enough
Just enough. Yeah.
to make a difference. I would almost think, just through my experience, that like having so much of that type of playing over and over would like wear you down. If you can play at that level and be just efficient, then
Yeah, it's the you know trying to use your air in more than your pressure. And I
exactly.
know there are days where I'm like, I gotta lean on the pressure today, but
Yeah.
it's not every day.
Yeah, that's good. Could you talk maybe a little bit about, your Disney college band experience? That seems like it, if I'm wrong, but it like really projected
That
you, threw you into
that was my turning point.
yeah.
Absolutely. Uh, because having that experience, I got to meet a lot of really cool people that they brought in the music industry. Like we had what John Clayton, we had Wayne Bergeron, we had just a plethora of people come in, and it was so cool to get their takes on what's like kind of like what you're doing right now, just getting a whole bunch of people and like learning their journey and what they think of music. And with that specifically, that gig, if I didn't have that gig, I wouldn't have the Disneyland band gig. It was literally the gateway to that band because I got really close with my choreographer for that group that year. It was her first year doing that for the college band. And she was tasked with being the choreographer for the Disneyland band. And so her input, I think, really helped me get in,
Yeah.
especially since I didn't have to go to the what cattle call
Yeah.
auditions. They actually just asked me to send in a video of my audition.
Oh,
So I sent that in, and then I got a call a couple of weeks later. So that was really cool. I got to meet the right people to get into that band, even though I didn't know that's where I was heading.
right.
Like I just felt like the college band I think is going to really help me get somewhere,
Yeah.
and it did.
Really, yeah, perfect timing, you would say, almost like because you
Yeah,
finished
no,
and then it
it
was
was it was literally like because I did Toy Soldiers college band, Toy Soldiers that winter, and then I got the call to do the Disneyland band. So it was like the perfect timing to come in and show my face in that company.
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, I was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, for sure. And that it's such a bummer that they're not really doing that anymore.
Yeah, they're not. I
Yeah.
mean, blame it on COVID, blame it on whatever you want, but it's kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like that was such a great experience for everyone that was involved in it. So
Yeah.
it's sad to see that go.
Yeah, oh for
Yeah.
sure. Well, it seems like you guys at the band, some of your like really good friends, based off what I see on different posts and how you guys interact and whatnot. It seems like it's just a really good group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't want to say there are cliques, but there's a lot of respect for one another across the board. And again, all of us are just trying to make it through as a musician, trying to take as much work as we can. And sometimes we try to work together and make something of our own and stuff like that. So it's really cool to play with most people every day.
Yeah. Yeah, and that makes sense.
So have to remember that Disney is also a company. They are
Yeah.
a corporate company who's going to hire people that they want. I'm not going to get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool to play with a lot of those guys. It's really
Yeah.
fun.
Do you ever get an opportunity to play in any other of the other like small groups that go around at Disney?
I have not. They when we first started, there was the Magical Map show, and there was one trumpet spot, one musician spot in that show, and I wanted to try and do that, but they were at the very beginning. They were like, "You're doing that. You're doing Disneyland band. Stay with that. And you're full time, so don't do anything else." And then that show went away, so it's not like whatever. But there are internal auditions that they do once in a while for
Okay.
other groups. I haven't personally done anything because this job is hard enough. And then to also throw in another group while I'm also doing Voodoo Daddy, it's a lot as it
Yeah.
is. And like to have a whole show memorized in a different group doing whatever else they do in that group. Like I feel like for me at the moment, it's a little much.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do other trumpet players have the opportunity to?
I mean, a lot of the saxophone players also play in the five and dime. And then we used to have some trumpet players doing both Disneyland band and five and dime subbing, but since then they're only doing five and dime now. Yeah, some people get poached over to the other groups to be full time and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it is what it is, but
yeah. But yeah, in terms of myself, no, I haven't done anything other than the Disneyland band since the college band and toys.
yeah. That's so fun though. That's awesome. What are you looking forward to in your career next? I know you're like going to be in Disney and Voodoo Daddy for a while, probably. Is there anything
Yeah.
that you're looking to beyond that, or you're hoping to improve on, or any other like kind of maybe musical goals that you want to see happen?
Well, my album, I want to start writing more, arranging more, and recording more.
Cool.
So I'm trying to do my own thing, and then I've been doing a lot of remote recording at home for other artists and some movie stuff and game stuff. So I really want to go forward with that more. At home recording is great. I love it. It's fun. There's less pressure on you when
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
just alone in your room going, messed up, go.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like that. But I mean, honestly, in my college years, I did a lot of pit orchestra stuff. I love
Mm,
doing those. Again, with the consistency thing, I love when everything is consistent, and with Broadway shows and stuff like that. That's so much fun just to focus on one show for a long time
yeah,
and try to perfect that. So I would love to do more pit orchestra stuff. I would love to do more recording studio stuff. Basically, Wayne Bergeron's life. I
yeah.
don't want to go in that direction. I want to play, or like John Lewis's life. I want to play in the movies. I want to play in the albums. I want to record a lot more. So that's, I guess, future goal is just to
Yeah,
record more, whether
yeah.
it's for myself or for others. It would just be a lot of fun to do that.
So it's good to have like something that you really want to just like working towards and goals even though you have like what some others would say is like the dream job or like the dream.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a moment in my life where I was like, "Oh, Disneyland band, that would be so much fun." And then, "Oh, playing in a touring band, that would be so much fun." And then once you get it, you're like, "What now? What's the next goal?" It's kind of, I mean, I'm super, super happy and I love my jobs, but now I need some motivation for what's coming up next. I don't know what that is yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Oh yeah,
You'll
hope
figure
so.
it out. And then maybe a last question: what would you say to any young high school, young college trumpet player just looking to like? What would you recommend, or what would you wish that maybe you'd done differently as a young trumpet player to prepare yourself for?
Oh, listen to your music teachers like on everything, because I was hounded in my junior high and high school teachers to learn how to improv well, learn how to solo really well, because you're going to use it. And I didn't listen to that. I just wanted to play what's on the page, and not like, I liked going by ear, which is fine and it gets you through, but it's not. Listen to your teachers, do what they say, because they're going to know what you need to do. And I didn't listen, and I am in a boat where I need to still work on that stuff even in
Yeah,
my 30s.
yeah,
So yeah. And then also just meet as much, I mean, like, if you're going to continue with music, you're going to hear all the time, network with whoever you can, because this industry is very much who you know, and sometimes it's more than someone might play. I mean, hate to say it, but sometimes that's the case. And so meet as many people as you can, listen to your teachers, practice, obviously, and try not to lose the spark. You know, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, if you want to keep going with it, you got to find that spark again.
true. That makes sense. Well, I think that's it for right now.
Awesome. Cool.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you taking
Yeah,
the time and whatnot. A lot of people I've talked to so far have been like, "Yeah, it sounds like a great idea and something that like it would be a great resource." There's
absolutely.
tons of method books out there, but it's like, how can you do it? You know, that
Exactly.
was, that was something in college that was just like, it's like, okay, yeah, we're getting better and all this stuff. And then I took like a music career development course
Yeah.
and we talked about all this different stuff. And I was like, why don't we have more of this? This is like
Yeah.
the most applicable thing. And there's the one little semester of it out of everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
It makes zero sense.
yeah. So I'm hoping to
So
turn that around for trumpet players at least.
absolutely. I'm glad you're doing this.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much and enjoy the
Yeah.
rest of the day. And I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.